asking me questions. I'm not going to answer them. Oh, I got a fly in here. There's a fly. I saw it. But last video I made, I was just talking about this debate. Biden did terrible. He really, really did not do too well at all, except for answering to the best, truthfully. Well, whatever that truth is supposed to be. But, yeah, not good at all. So, people are going to decide. But anyway, I talk about different stuff, and I was talking about different things I talk about. Well, growing up, in the Bronx, Northeast Bronx, when I was a teenager, I remember walking on this street that I would walk on often. It was near my high school. And, or was I in junior high back then? I was either in junior high school my last year. Anyhow, there was this man that would sit in front of this one building with one of his other buddies, older white guy, Italian dude, and he was talking to this other guy about having blank relations with his girlfriend's daughter. I heard him say that. And I just, I died for that young girl. I was like, oh my God. A grown man telling another grown man that he was blanking his girlfriend's daughter. Now, this is about 1975. 75, 76. Like I said, I was either still in middle school, or I was just going into high school. This was near Evander Childs. And, okay, so I heard this disgusting individual say these disgusting words about a young girl that I knew. And, like I said, I wanted to, die for this girl, hearing that, oh my God. I had a lot of other thoughts regarding this individual, but I'm not going to say that. But later on in life, at the age of about 20, what was I had my son when I was 19. Okay, so my son was about 20. I was about 22, 23. Okay, so now we're talking 1982. Say 1982. My son and I get invited to a barbecue in the Bronx. And, just whatever, socializing, hanging out. And then we're leaving, right? We're getting our cab to go. And, waiting for the car service to come. See a man pulling up, going into the home with the wife, and it was that same man. It was that same man that had the girlfriend, and that he was having blank relations with the teenage daughter. I hope that young lady got the help she needed, and for that man who did that, I hope that you have met your maker, and you've asked for forgiveness. Right? So when a woman, even a man, tells you that they were SA'd, they're not going to say that because they want to get somebody in trouble, or they just like want to say, well, you know what, I didn't really like that person. No, no, no. So in reference to what I'm speaking about, because I get monitored and watched all the time, yeah, that's been addressed, and it's going to be addressed. It's going to be resolved. It'll be resolved. um yeah, it's already been resolved as far as the fact that it's been exposed. But the fact that this person is still allowed to be a member of the department, that's a problem. That's a problem. Because you know why? Because I'm not the only one. I'm not, and you know why? And I say this, and I know this, uh, because people won't come out, they won't talk. You know why? Quid pro quo, favor for a favor, right? Favor for a favor, yeah. You know, do nice to the boss who's got a little rank, and then you can move up in the position. You want to do a day tour, but anyway, that person got exposed. That person got exposed, and basically, um, their ornamental jewelry has been in my pocket since I started talking about it. But they want to play games. But that's okay. You can play games because your name has been exposed. You know, your name has been exposed. Uh, it's been reported to many different agencies, far and above the stain of what you're involved with. Okay, so that's all. But I talk about these things, and I say this when someone says that they were SA'd. They're not going to say it because they just have nothing else or nothing better to do. All right. So for that person, I do feel sorry for them, that because there's somebody that they thought they could always do whatever they wanted. Apparently, they were doing whatever they wanted because they just that's how the city of New York lets these people roll and operate. A lot of corruption. Oh, a lot of corruptions. You know, I talked about a story from when I was a little girl about Marie's Candy Store, First Avenue, Harlem, New York, between 125th and 124th Street, on the west side of Second Avenue, facing west, you know. Um, the cops walking into the back, cops coming out with the brown paper bag. Oh, stacks of money, stacks of money, stacks of money. Yeah. So, 1965, 124th Street, Second Avenue. What's that, the 19th precinct? Yeah, I think the 19th precinct. Yeah, so, yeah, corruption. You see it? One thing, when you're a kid growing up, and when you see stuff, you don't forget it. You see stuff and it stays with you, and you remember. You don't know what it's about. You have no clue what what you're seeing. What like you don't know. You can't process it. Like, I'm a little kid in a candy store. Walk around, go to the back. There's a door. Lady's counting money. Cop walks in. Cop walks out with a brown paper bag. You know, this is pre the NAP commission. So yeah, the corruption goes back, and stuff that I saw growing up in New York City. you know, envelopes, brown paper bags coming from the bakery, brown paper bags coming from the dry cleaner, you know. So yeah, when you're on a payroll, and you're supposed to provide protection, people got to pony up. They got to pony up, and that's the name of the game, So when I talk about knowing like the corruption, it goes back. It goes back a long way. It goes back a long way. You know, what's the difference between a broke? No, let me not say this. Okay, no, let me not say it because they'll block it. They'll block it. No, then they'll try to link me up with other stuff. Yeah, but all right. What's the difference between religion and politics? What's the difference? Well, not really much, right? They both collect money. They both want to give orders and tell people what to do. You know, that's the similarity. So, yeah, you want to get a tax-free break? Become a pastor. You know, become a religious individual. You know, get all kinds of grants. There's so many ways to do a shakedown. The shakedowns are real. The shakedowns are real. You know, you got a grifting fugazi mindset, boy, you could make bank like nobody's business. But then you get caught up. Everybody always gets caught up. So, but anyway, I'm having some insomnia, but I'll be okay. But yeah, I talk about real life stuff, real stories, and I definitely like to advocate, help people. And I always tell people, speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up, speak up. Something's not right. Something that and you have a connection, whatever, whether it's work or a friendship. Something's not right, and you've been violated. Speak up, speak up. If it's 20 years later, speak up. Me coming forward, well, that's that's that person's problem, not mine. But anyway, um, yeah, everybody. Coin toss coming up in November. I think the coin toss is going to be flipping towards orange. But Trump did okay. I tell you, he did pretty good. He did better than what I thought because I think that the trials really kind of gave him a cowbell wake up call. The cowbell wake up call. Trump said, "Well, I really screwed up, so I better be on my P's and Q's." He did good. Donald Trump, you did good. You did good. You lied a lot. But for your base, you did good. You know, for the people who, are tired of seeing Sleepy Joe. They wanted me to be a politician. Yeah, they did. They did. They were like. Then they had me. They were giving me some crumbs. They were giving me some leftovers. Um. Oh, you can partake in the DNC. Okay, I'll get involved. Yeah, I'll raise my hand. Meanwhile, I'm like, yeah, look at these freaking mopes. Yeah, they're like, yeah, they want me to do that because they know that I'm like, I'll get out there and I'll speak what's got to be spoken on. But yeah, I 86 that. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved. Nope, nope. But Politics is a game. Unfortunately, it's a very destructive game. It's a destructive game because there's damages that occur and to people's livelihood, and those on top continue to, keep making bank, and people that are just scraping by and getting by, like we're supposed to just be satisfied, like, you know what I mean? Like, not that we're just supposed to be satisfied. You always go for more if you have it within you to go for more and strive for more. But, you know, when it's set up on a system where very few are able to like really, really be set up for generational wealth because it doesn't exist, well, that's been a problem. That's been a very significant, big problem, you know? And reparations is a must. That has to happen. That has to happen. And if it doesn't happen, you're going to continue to have chaos. There's going to continue to be unrest, you know? So reparations have to happen. Reparations have to happen. I'm in that what's called the multi-generation multi-generational mixed race, multi-generational mixed race. Yeah, because my paternal aunts were black Cubans from my grandfather's side, and my paternal aunts from my grandfather's side, they were black Puerto Ricans. So, yeah, reparations are a must. Reparations are a must. Anyway, I'm gonna try to sleep because Miss Thyroid is now I have insomnia. Thyroid, either with your thyroid, either you're out of gas, you flatline, you got nothing, or then you have like insomnia. Anyway, I'll get together. Peace. Remember, don't mess around with the 747. Paper airplane. Ed.